I played Spilled from start to finish and got every single achievement in the game. I really regret it. Here's why. So the game starts out with a cutscene so we can see backstory and understand our character's motivations going forward. We see a boat go in front of us, spilling oil and debris into the water. We can see from this that our goal is to clean up the water and save the animals. The music here is good, fits the vibe, the art style is cute, recognisable, it's all things that you want for a game like this. The controls pretty simple, and the upgrade system is easy to follow. However, this is probably the only praise I'm going to give the game. It all gets worse from here. So the game is split up into levels shown by areas, which lets the player know where each part of the game stops and starts. In each area there's a couple different animals for you to collect and save. It's a really good idea for a side quest and a little extra mission, but it's not implemented very well. The player doesn't get told about it, so you kind of just have to figure it out on your own, which wouldn't be a huge problem. But later on, with all the obstacles around, it can get really annoying to get to the animals. They're not hard to find by any means, but with bottles and things getting in the way, it can just get a little bit annoying. A couple times during the playthrough, we're given mini-games, and they're a good way to break up the repetitive nature of the rest of the gameplay. And while I do enjoy them, they were a little bit glitchy, especially the ones nearer the end. With the amount of bottles and debris around, they did get a little bit glitchy. It did feel a little bit unpolished, but I do think it was a good addition, and they do improve the game just that little bit that it needed. Yet again, another complaint I have about this game is the upgrade system. It starts out good, it starts out simple, but then it does the dreaded double the price every purchase thing. A lot of games do this, and I never like it. And there's not even enough levels in this game for you to be able to afford every upgrade available. It drives me bonkers, honestly, and the upgrades feel like they do absolutely nothing. For example, the scooper upgrade, it just gets wider and wider. It should be getting deeper, otherwise it can't carry enough of the recycling that you're collecting. And then it just glitches out every time you try to collect something new, which makes the gameplay feel worse overall. Believe it or not, there are actually quite a few things in this game that I did enjoy. Like I mentioned earlier, the art style and the music really fit the theme and the vibe that they were going for. It matches the tone and the feel of the game as a whole. And a lot of gameplay elements, while I might have been critical of them earlier, most of them do work really well and I enjoyed them a lot. Like the crane reaching down and picking up the barrels. It can be improved in a lot of ways. Like, it's a little bit difficult to see where you're picking things up, but once you get used to it, it's a really fun mechanic to use. As well as the shooting the walls to get the fire and the oil put out. It really fits with the global cleanup kind of thing that they have going on, and it really adds an extra layer to the game rather than just going around scooping things up. The game wasn't very polished, I crashed a couple times. This clip was actually in 500 times speed, and this is still how long it took me to fix it. There was also a boss fight right at the end of the game, which I enjoyed. It was another good addition, it was another great idea, but again, wasn't explained very well to the player. The only real explanation you got was the little picture in the corner, so you didn't really understand what you were doing. As well as, your boat wasn't as fast as the big boat, so you didn't really have a way to catch up to it and beat it, so you kinda just had to sit in one spot and wait for it to come to you. So you can see in the footage I kind of try to chase it around, but then I realised that's not really going to work, so I have to sit in one spot and just wait for it, I suppose. The music here again is great. It shows it's a high stakes moment, it's a boss fight, and it really fits the vibe of what you want for a final level of a game like this. It doesn't feel super intense, but it does show you that it's something that is meant to be a big moment, which is what you want from a big fight in a game like this. I do have some complaints, like I said earlier, with not being able to catch up to the boat, kind of just having to sit. If the speed upgrades were a little bit more, leveled up, this would have been a lot better with you actually being able to chase the boat and fight it better. But other than that, I do think this was a great boss fight situation, and it's probably one of the saving graces of the game. I really enjoyed it. I know I've been complaining a lot about this game, but I didn't not like it. There are a lot of things that can be improved and should have been improved on before release, but it's not a bad game in any way. It just feels unfinished. It feels like a school project rather than a fully published, paid-for game. This game, I definitely wouldn't have bought it for full price. I got it on sale, but I don't think it's free game level. I do think it's paid game level. But I just think a lot of these things should have been patched pre-release. This is yet more footage of the game glitching out and crashing. It crashes twice in this clip, and both times I am forced to restart the boss fight and do it all over again. These are more things that I think should have been fixed and looked into before publishing the game. It feels like it hasn't been playtested or any of the bugs have been even checked or looked over. And it just needed a little bit more polishing before it was released. Like I said, it's not a bad game, it just feels unfinished. There's not a lot left that I can actually say about this game now, other than go get it yourself. It's on sale right now. Go play it, see if you disagree with me, see if you agree with me. I know I've been pretty critical, but I want to see if I've been correctly critical or I'm just being a twat. So let me know how you feel about the game, and let me know if I need to stop being so horrible to game developers in the future. I thought for the end of this video I'd put in the actual intro for this game, because I know I said it was a lot longer earlier, but I wanted to show that it actually is, while I give a little outro to the video. So, as some of you may know, I'm usually a Twitch streamer. This is my first attempt at a YouTube video, so I know it's not going to be perfect by any means, but I do hope that you all enjoyed it nonetheless. So give me any suggestions you may have, things I can do to improve and make this a better experience for you guys, because I do enjoy making videos and I want to make them as fun for you guys to watch as it is for me making them. Thank you for watching, and I will make another video at some point, hopefully within the next week. We'll just see how it goes.